All right, Savages, Alexander Romanov versus Jailton Almeida, heavyweight. Robin, what you got for these two grapplers?
This is a battle of two takedown artists. Alexander Romanov is the king of the forearm choke. He's got 3 in his career and the first ever in UFC history. He'll go to half guard, he'll get head and arm control, and then keep an underhook while putting his other arm across your throat, closing your grip, dropping his elbow on the ground. He put his opponent out to sleep with it in the UFC. It does work. It's a very unusual choke. He's the only guy we've ever seen hit it. Besides that, he loves his takedowns, he loves his slams, he has a very strong ability to pick people up and throw them. Whenever he finishes a fight and wins, he runs up to his coach, they clash with a hug, and then he lateral drops him across the octagon as kind of a signature move. What do we think of Romanov, Mr. Chris Mixon?
I think Romanov is one of those people who's kind of on a downturn, and you can kind of see that just physically. Especially when you stack him up against a guy like Almeida, who's an absolute terrifying
Looks like he could be a bodybuilder.
Yeah, it could be a bodybuilder, honestly. But if only he fought that viciously. And for that reason, I'm going to go with Almeida by a boring decision.
Interesting.
Dang, and the way I see this is Romanov's the wrestler, Almeida's the jiu-jitsu guy. Almeida has takedowns. They're not the best, but he is tremendously athletic. The dude's a unit. Usually shoots to both knees. He took down Curtis Blades a couple times, ended up on Curtis Blades' back, which was very impressive given the grappling talent that Blades possesses. Ultimately seemed to get a little tired, couldn't get him out of there, and got finished. But I do think in this matchup with a less athletic grappler in Romanov, who does tire out himself, I think Almeida gets this one done. Probably wins some scrambles and finishes Romanov before the bell.
I'm curious to see Jailton Almeida's signature move, which is his front kick to a double leg. He does it almost every single fight, so I'm curious if we see him do it. If he has some trouble taking down Romanov, I think we'll see him strike a little bit more than he usually does, especially because I think he's going to have a little bit of an athleticism advantage, maybe even a reach and range advantage. We're going to find out. I'm going to lean with Jailton Almeida, TKO or decision.